Hello, visionary women. Are you feeling all that pressure, a holiday pressure, instead of that holiday joy and Christmas joy? I would love for you to comment if you can relate to that question. And what is the problem? It seems like way too often we're treating the holiday season at the very surface level, when we preoccupy more from what it gets to be appear, from that outside perspective, instead of considering other options to really have that feeling of the true Christmas spirit within, and it becoming a really dreadful holiday when we getting so busy and worry of how that holiday will look like, if we bought enough presents, if we prepare enough food, if our loved ones or friends will not start some kind of argument, because of the difference of opinion how we see things, and possibly they see things differently. They might be more open to supporting others for the good causes, and you somehow coming from those beliefs of luck, that through showing off that outside facade, you will somehow get your on board in feeling better about yourself, to find that joy, and attempting to control that outside appearance will not get you to where you want to go, to really find that true meaning of the holiday season, of true meaning of the Christmas, that feels like something that you really would enjoy to experience. So how to kind of go about it, if we stop treating the holiday season at the surface level, and choosing to go more within, to experience that true power of the joy, through inner peace, where we can actually share that with the others. We not doing that just for ourselves. So it's so important to consider that, to stop that surface level and going more within, to see, from what you're radiating from within outside, and how you're sharing that with the others, where you can really truly experience that true power of the joy, the inner peace, and that can be shared outside. And then you not only feel satisfied, but also you can give permission and create that possibility for others, your loved ones, friends, clients, where they see that you're not just creating a facade of outside appearances, and in inner turmoil within, and stressing yourself to the max, and feeling under a lot of pressure to satisfy everybody else but yourself. When you start realizing that you get to be satisfied in order to bring that satisfaction to others, then it will be a very transformative experience, that worth to experience, and can be of service, through service, to yourself and to others. And how I know about those things, it's been kind of years in the making, when those beliefs of that surface level Christmas was practiced, based on the tradition, based on their religious upbringing, that it has to be somehow celebrated, because of some shortage of that celebration, or shortage of resources to celebrate, from early on for my parents, and they felt like initially that they didn't have enough, so they get to somehow bring more of that at the surface level, hoping that somehow that will sparkle some feelings, inner feelings of that satisfaction, of that through joy, of that through peace, when they will be of that self-sacrifice to others. And always it was on the surface level, and I was brought up in that environment, and I wasn't on board with that. At some point, kind of give in to with some attempts of changing things and dynamics. I was many times overpowered of calling me a black sheep of the family, when I somehow question all that kind of insanity of that pressure cooker around the holidays, and seeing that it is surface level, that it's so commercial, that I was actually dreading myself to really even being a part of that, because I didn't feel that this is something I want to experience. However, it was also important to have some relation with my family, so I was learning over time to uh, to just accepting and letting go of who they are, and understanding that it's their own journey of unfolding, and I cannot change that because of me possibly being ahead and awaken more, and seeing that from a bit bigger picture view, and not accepting that I cannot I cannot change that if they're not willing to willingly to see that. And so what happened, I somehow at some point were in the space of making a wish at Christmas to have a boyfriend, to feel more of that love, true love, in my life. And it happened very quickly at Christmas, New Year's Eve. At Christmas, there was Eve was the wish, and at Christmas, New Year's Eve, was a sparkle between me and somebody that I was introduced by my friend from high school at 17, and the relation survived the long distance and unfolding, and me moving to US, and few years later, after we got married, we welcomed to this world our beautiful daughter Vicky, who became, and it took me years to discover that she is my patient teacher of unconditional love. When things were I keep raising her as a powerful and independent young girl, and then now woman. At some point, her strength were questioned and challenged, and as a mom, I became more of a protective one, and then realized that. That was pushing us away from each other, and I get to kind of go more within to discover who I am as a human being, as a mom, as a wife, and that kind of brought more of that fulfillment and satisfaction that I was so desired to experience, and that was so beyond those surface levels that were practiced in my family, and in my upbringing, and even attempting to practice that with my own family, because I didn't know any better. And those amazing, very challenging experiences that led me to return back to my home within, created so much more of that divine love, divine joy, divine peace, and divine light. That it was so fulfilling, that I filled my cup and was able to come and share from the full cup and overflowing cup with my loved ones, and with friends. And many times they could experience things differently. They start having like permission, feeling that they have a permission to see things from a different perspective. It wasn't just I was attempting to question and judging their choices, but I was just becoming who I get to become, very loving, joyful, and passionate, and connected. and person and human being that somehow radiated those things were start radiating to be shared and to experience with the others, were becoming a powerful permission for others to consider that things can look differently, that the really true satisfaction is not in that outside facade, but the inner work that gets to be practiced. So it's not one time kind of deal. Sometimes after experience that deep transformation within and experiencing the blessings that were showing up in my life and in my business, felt like, okay, I can just keep living that way, and some new challenging situations, transformative situation and experience were showing up, to go much deeper again, to see what else gets to be transformed in unlearning all those limited beliefs that were programmed for years, and to bring even more of that, because like it took years to of those practices, and many times unconscious practices of being certain way of that surface level. It also will take time to transform, to unlearn those beliefs, to really allowing more of that satisfaction, more of that true joy and inner peace in my experiences. And many times what is happening feels like almost like a split and deeper desire of experience more of those moments. However, sometimes being pulled by the old programming and limited beliefs that kind of start questioning, well, maybe this is just a wishful thinking, maybe it's just a kind of silly dreaming of a better experience and more fulfilling and satisfying experience, and redirecting myself that it can be a reality and a daily reality, and not just for the holiday season, that bringing so much of that surface and the meaning that's becoming so questionable, if around the holidays, because we putting more focus on that celebration, because we engaging more with the others, so it can surface a lot of emotions that kind of were suppressed at some point, and transforming that, seeing that from that perspective, that it's there to teach us something, not to be more resentful and regretful, but to kind of have some courage and bravery to step more of discovering who you are at that soul spirit level, and how you can make a difference for yourself and make a difference for others, because as especially a visionary woman, we are very important, and many times kind of discounting our worth and our importance, but we are very important to create that daily legacy, that we are here to experience. We came here because there was a deeper reason, not just surface leveling life, deeper meaning, finding deeper meaning with the life, and the life that we feel fulfilled, that we feel satisfied, where we feel more of that love, more of that joy, that inner peace on a daily basis, than we allowing ourselves to have. And we're not just doing that for ourselves, to fulfill our desires, but also have an opportunity to be of service through service to others with our gifts of being brave and having that vision and bringing that vision of a cheerfulness and so much of that joy to our life and to lives of the others, and that inner peace where can be very transformative, and living that legacy, because that legacy is not how many gifts we give to others, but how we make other feels and on a daily basis, and especially around the holidays when those interactions can be charging, and we somehow so prepare for that because of our inner transformative experiences and practices on a daily basis, that the holidays are not taking us out, but creating even better experience for ourselves and for the others, with that permission that they can finally feel that true meaning of Christmas, true meaning of the holiday season, and true meaning of life, that we get to kind of live with a lot of that joy, with a lot of unconditional love, inner peace, and so much light. So that's why I'm so passionate of creating something together, because I know alone we can do so much, and even we have that grand vision, and especially around the holidays or in a daily distractions that lives and challenges that life brings, it's more challenging to remember our purpose, our to find the satisfaction. We so condition of like being okay with lack of that satisfaction and that constant push and overcoming of and discounting our feelings and emotions, and just pushing forward, that it's important to find the environment where we can actually feel more of that joy, feel more safe of expressing of who we truly are and making a difference for ourselves and for others. So when you feel that you finally at the point in your life that you would love to practice more of that, so you can make a difference for yourself and make more difference for your loved ones, for friends, for clients, and create more of that legacy on a daily basis, and not just when it will be a better time, because the time is now. Feel free to reach out, put connect in the comment section, and I would be happy to connect and explore the possibilities of creating something and co-creating something amazing, some amazing experience to make that difference. And without further ado, I know today is in States is the Thanksgiving, so feeling so grateful for all the blessings that I receive because of my courage to go beyond the surface level and diving more within to uncover what it really means beyond even the Christmas spirit, what it means to live fulfilled life and to awaken to the true potential. And I wish that for you to experience more and more of that, because you do have important mission here, and stepping to your power and using your voice is so important. Feeling that blessings around Thanksgiving, and trusting that you start recognizing how blessed and how many things you get to be grateful for in your life, even though when some of them felt like why me, why I get to experience what I get to experience. Maybe you're in the middle and don't see that as a blessing, and trusting to persevere, that there those challenging situations are blessings in disguise, and be grateful to open your mind, to open your heart more, to see finally that there is a blessing in disguise is unfolding, and experience that opening to bring that fully to life, that blessing, because if there is some resistance, you might not only not seeing that there is a blessing, but also the blessing will be postponed because of the resistance and resentment of you moving through some challenging situations in your life. So, without further ado, have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your loved ones and friends. I'm looking forward to celebrating with my family and having opportunity to practice more of that through joy and inner peace, instead of bringing to bring the best out of our experience and not the worst. And we'd love for you to share what limited beliefs you are willing to let go of in this holiday season, and allowing yourself to experience some more of that amazing joy and inner peace in your life. Happy to see your comments, and at this point, sending so much love, joy, peace, and light in your celebration in this holiday season, and see you around. Take care.